Google Cybersecurity Certification Practice Questions, Set 5. Question 1. What is the purpose of a VPN? A. To encrypt internet traffic. B. To filter web content. C. To prevent social engineering attacks. D. To block unwanted ads. The correct answer is A. To encrypt internet traffic. A VPN encrypts internet traffic to secure data and privacy. Question 2. What is phishing in cybersecurity? A. A type of physical attack. B. A social engineering attack to steal sensitive information. C. An encryption technique. D. A method of securing passwords. The correct answer is B. A social engineering attack to steal sensitive information. Phishing attacks trick individuals into revealing private information, usually via email. Question 3. What is malware? A. Software designed to perform unwanted actions on a computer. B. A type of firewall. C. An encryption method. D. A password management tool. The correct answer is A. Software designed to perform unwanted actions on a computer. Malware includes viruses, worms, and other malicious software aimed at harming systems. Question 4. What is ransomware? A. Software that monitors user activity. B. Software that locks or encrypts files for ransom. C. A tool for penetration testing. D. Software used for password management. The correct answer is B. Software that locks or encrypts files for ransom. Ransomware encrypts files and demands payment for their release. Question 5. What is a firewall used for? A. Encrypting sensitive data. B. Blocking or filtering network traffic. C. Managing user passwords. D. Scanning emails for phishing attempts. The correct answer is B. Blocking or filtering network traffic. Firewalls prevent unauthorized access and control traffic based on rules. Question 6. Which of these is an example of two-factor authentication? A. Username and password only. B. Password and security question. C. Password and fingerprint scan. D. Password and username. The correct answer is C. Password and fingerprint scan. Two-factor authentication requires two separate forms of identification for security. Question 7. What is social engineering? A. The use of firewalls to protect a network. B. Manipulating people to gain unauthorized access to systems. C. A technique to encrypt sensitive data. D. A method of scanning networks for vulnerabilities. The correct answer is B. Manipulating people to gain unauthorized access to systems. Social engineering exploits human psychology to trick people into revealing confidential information. Question 8. What is an example of a network security attack? A. Firewall configuration. B. SQL injection. C. Data encryption. D. User authentication. The correct answer is B. SQL injection. SQL injection exploits vulnerabilities in an application's database query functionality. Question 9. Which encryption method is widely used for securing web traffic? A. AES. B. TLS/SSL. C. MD5. D. RSA. The correct answer is B. TLS/SSL. TLS/SSL is commonly used to encrypt communication over the Internet, ensuring secure connections. Question 10. What is a DDoS attack? A. An attack on an individual computer. B. A denial of service attack from multiple sources. C. An attack targeting firewalls. D. An attack on a server database. The correct answer is B. A denial of service attack from multiple sources. A DDoS attack overwhelms a server or network with excessive traffic from multiple sources. Question 11. What is cryptojacking? A. Encrypting sensitive files. B. Using unauthorized systems to mine cryptocurrency. C. A method to block phishing attempts. D. Storing encrypted data securely. The correct answer is B. Using unauthorized systems to mine cryptocurrency. Cryptojacking uses the victim's computer resources to mine cryptocurrencies without consent. Question 12. What does a VPN hide? A. The website visited. B. The user's physical location. C. Both the website visited and the user's location. D. All network activity. The correct answer is C. Both the website visited and the user's location. VPNs mask your IP address and internet activity to protect privacy. Question 13. What is the purpose of a security patch? A. To add new features to software. B. To fix vulnerabilities and improve security. C. To optimize system performance. D. To monitor user activity. The correct answer is B. To fix vulnerabilities and improve security. Security patches fix known vulnerabilities in software to protect against exploitation. Question 14. Which is an example of a data breach? A. Encryption of files. B. Unauthorized access to sensitive data. C. A firewall blocking malicious traffic. D. An employee using multi-factor authentication. The correct answer is B. Unauthorized access to sensitive data. A data breach involves unauthorized access to confidential or sensitive information. Question 15. What does end-to-end encryption ensure? A. Data is encrypted during storage only. B. Only the sender and recipient can read the data. C. Data is encrypted only in transit. D. Data is stored securely. The correct answer is B. Only the sender and recipient can read the data. End-to-end encryption ensures that only authorized parties can decrypt the message. Question 16. What is zero trust? A. Assuming all internal users are trustworthy. B. Assuming no user or device is inherently trusted. C. Trusting all users with access to sensitive data. D. Using firewalls for all security. The correct answer is B. Assuming no user or device is inherently trusted. Zero trust requires continuous validation for every user and device, regardless of location. Question 17. What does a security audit do? A. Tests software for vulnerabilities. B. Reviews security policies and practices for effectiveness. C. Monitors network activity. D. Encrypts sensitive data. The correct answer is B. Reviews security policies and practices for effectiveness. A security audit reviews security measures to ensure compliance with best practices and standards. Question 18. What is an example of multi-factor authentication? A. Password and username. B. Password and fingerprint. C. Password and security question. D. Password only. The correct answer is B. Password and fingerprint. MFA requires 2 or more independent factors for verifying identity. Question 19. What is a denial of service attack? A. A cyber attack that encrypts files. B. An attack that disrupts the normal functioning of a system. C. An attack that steals sensitive information. D. A method of blocking unauthorized network traffic. The correct answer is B. An attack that disrupts the normal functioning of a system. DOS attacks aim to overwhelm a system or network, rendering it unavailable to users. Question 20. What is a common defense against phishing attacks? A. Using complex passwords. B. Training users to recognize phishing attempts. C. Disabling email attachments. D. Using multi-factor authentication. The correct answer is B. Training users to recognize phishing attempts. Educating users to identify phishing attempts is crucial in reducing risks.